Hey guys, it's Kelly. I'm back once again with another episode. Today I just wanted to talk about what it's been like for me doing this podcast every week. I'm I've been really enjoying it. Um, it's been really good for my mental health, as long as well as the mental health of my listeners. Um, I know I don't get a lot of responses from people who listen to this podcast. I would very much love to get some more responses from people and get some more interaction with my fans. Uh, and I think eventually I'm going to be setting up a website where you can purchase t shirts for the podcast. Um, I will let you know when that is. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but yeah, you know, I will let everyone know when it happens. You know, the one thing I do like about doing this podcast is it allows me to be free. It allows me to tell people what's on my mind, what I deal with on a daily basis. Um, you know, I just I do this not only for my fans, but because I also enjoy doing it. Um, and it's their support that keeps this going. Um, Honestly, I love doing this podcast. It's helped me in a lot of ways. It's opened a lot of doors for me. Um, you know, and I look forward to every week when I get to put a new episode up and you know people get to hear me speak. Um, you know, for the past little while since I've been doing this, um, it's definitely helped me keep my sanity and keep me from going insane. Um, you know, and I just when I started this podcast, I wanted people to be able to take a step inside my mind, what it's like for me on a day to day basis. And, you know, I, uh, I love doing this, and I hope that you guys love it too, as much as I do. Um, and, you know, I just want people to know that I appreciate their support with this podcast. I appreciate my listeners, everybody. Um, you know, honestly, this is the only thing that keeps me sane anymore. Um, But, yeah. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who listens every week. I really appreciate it. And I hope to keep making this podcast for years to come. Um, people think being depressed and, being disabled. People think being depressed is all in your head. Well, I got news for you, it's not. Um, it's a mental health crisis, unfortunately, that most people are too afraid to address. This is why I like one show on Netflix called 13 Reasons Why, because they shed a light on a very taboo subject that people are afraid to talk about or don't want to talk about. They just shy away from it, and it's a really great show, and it explains what it's like to have depression. It also explains where you can go for resources regarding depression. Um, they have a website called 13reasonswhy.info, which you can check out. I recommend you check out the web series as well. They've got 3 seasons on Netflix at this moment, and they've got one more coming. Season 4 is their final season. I encourage people to check it out, but I also encourage parents to discuss mental health with their children. I also encourage young adults, if you're struggling with mental health, do not watch this series alone, because it may not be for you. I recommend you watch it with a trusted adult. And then have an open discussion about the series. I think that depression and mental illness is not something we need to shy away from. It's something we need to discuss for young individuals who may be crying out for help. You never know. There's people that have hidden behind depression for years, myself included. And, it's not always an easy thing for me to discuss, but I'm finding it easier now that I've started this podcast. I feel like I've started something important, and I'm doing something important. I'm doing something that matters. I'm doing something that will help people in the long run. I feel very privileged to do this podcast every week. I feel blessed. I feel like it's helped me overcome my own struggles and my own challenges in life. And I hope that more and more people will tune in. and they will listen to this. Um, there's also many crisis helplines out there. If anyone is ever feeling suicidal and they feel like there's no way out, let me tell you something. There is a way out. There will always be a way out for everyone. You know, I want people to know that. Um, if you're struggling, don't hide. Be open and be truthful about your struggles. Be honest. And don't be afraid. Don't feel like you're weak because you deal with depression. It is said that God chooses his toughest battles for his strongest warriors. And I believe that's true because I am one of his strongest warriors. I am a survivor. I am a survivor. You're talking or you're listening to a guy that nearly died when he was a baby. Not even a day old. And mental illness is not something to be ashamed of. Depression is not something to be ashamed of. If you're depressed, get help. Don't hide behind it. Get help. Because all it takes is one person to save a life. Just one.